Hello my people, it is yet another late video. um it was a Monday today. I'm telling you, i um I left this morning to go to work. I got to work, and when I parked, I realized, shit, I don't have my phone. So then I dropped off my son, he opened my classroom up, and then I drove back here to get my phone. And the crazy thing is that it's not just my phone, because if it was just my phone, I wouldn't care. But it is my phone, my driver's license, any type of cash, credit card, or not even credit card, just bank card. So anyway, yeah. So I had to drive all the way over here. But it's the great thing is that it's only 10 minutes away. Thank God. It's only 10 minutes away. Otherwise, I would have been driving illegally. So it was a tough day today because if you guys remember that on Friday, I received an email and my son was not turning in work for one of his classes. And I told him, you need to work on it all weekend. And he told me he finished it. And of course, he lied. So he has a therapist that he sees, and the therapist asked, do you want to do a family session? I think you guys can benefit from that. And I said, yes, I definitely need it, because I was at my wits' end. I wanted to, I swear I wanted to like kick him the fuck out. I was so mad. Um, but he was able to, we opened up in the therapy session, and he shared with me, or he shared with the the therapist and I, that he's 16, and I know that I shared that my son is adopted, and he is 16. Oh my God! And I'm gonna try not to cry, okay? And he's not a dumb kid; he's a smart kid. And today it was revealed that he doesn't want to grow up. Like, he doesn't want to become an adult. He says that he almost wants to stay a kid. And a lot of the behavior that he does is very infantile. And I guess that he's under the impression that when he turns 18, then I'm just going to kick him out. That he's an adult, so he's going to be, he's going to not be my child anymore. You know? Sorry, I said I wasn't going to cry. And he said, and I said something that was not nice, because I was frustrated with him. I was sick of his lying. And I said to him, you know what, sometimes I want to just, maybe I should just take you back to DCF. That was fucked up. I was angry, and I apologized, and I apologized, while we were in the therapy session, because obviously it's not what I want to do. I was angry, I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I don't know what else to do. I've been kind, I've been mean, I've punished him, I've taken things away, and I've tried rewarding him. So basically I'm at my wit's end. And I think that today was a tough day. It was a tough day, but at least the therapy session went well, and he was able to open up, which is rare because he doesn't. He's very kind of shut in, and he said that that he's afraid. He's afraid that and that's why he doesn't want to get his driver's license, because he thinks that when he has his driver's license that I'm gonna say, okay, so you're grown, you're an adult, you could leave now. And that fucking sucks, that he feels that way, like, I mean, I would never do that to him, you know. I want him to know that I will always be there for him. And, you know, part of the reason why I made this move is because I want him to be happy. And I know that he wasn't happy at my ex's, you know, and he always told me, and I would ask him because I can tell that he wasn't happy. And I would ask him, and he would say, "No, Mom, I'm okay." And even my sister asked him, and he said, "No, I like it here. I'm okay." And today he told me, "Mom, I lied. I lied because I knew it was what you wanted." You know, and he says, "And I can see that you love her. And I didn't want to be the cause of that, of a separation or anything like that." That's a lot of pressure on a kid, you know. And he said that he just put up with it. He didn't like it there. He didn't like it there. He didn't like the way he treated him. I mean, she treated him. He felt like she hated him, that she didn't want him there. You know, but we're both healing, and hopefully we'll continue to heal, you know, and I'm glad that we had that session, you know, the family session. You know, it's ironic that I always asked my partner, my ex, if she was willing to do family therapy, you know, and she never wanted it, you know. And that's fine. You know, it's already been 48 hours, maybe a little bit more, since I last had any communications with her. And yeah, and I know she's going through something else because I told you that, you know, there was some news that I received, and it affects her as well. So I'm sure she's going through that. And, you know, but you know, I'm glad that he was able to open up and he shared that. And it was something that I kind of felt, you know. I mean, even I felt out of place there. So I knew that he also felt out of place. And the only reason why he was able to kind of hide his feelings so well, it's because of his past. Like, you know, he lived in multiple homes, you know, and whether he liked it there or not, he had to pretend that he did. Otherwise, he would have been kicked out and moved somewhere else, you know. So I'm glad that he was open and he shared that. And I'm sure that we're going to have other issues, you know, and that's fine as long as we work through them and, you know, we kind of grow from them. So it was tough today. It was really tough. But, you know, we got through it, and I think we're both in a good space, at least for now. I'm hoping that he continues on that right path. Because I was very frustrated today. Very frustrated today. I mean, the horrible thing I said. Only a person who is frustrated or like doesn't know what else to do would say. And that was a mean thing to say. But I did apologize, and I don't ever want him to feel, just imagine, right? I try to imagine how he feels, you know? Whew, okay. Well, it is late. Oh, I forgot. My watch is charging, so I don't have it on, but it is late. Later than usual. Because we had a late session today. The therapist was kind enough to kind of take us in. She kind of realized that we needed it. So that was good. All right, anyway. So I can't say that it was a good day today. Today was a tough day, but for different reasons, you know. But it was a day that kind of opened new doors, and hopefully we can get there. But the good news is that I was determined to get a washer and dryer today. So I found this location I found the washer and dryer on Facebook, and it was like a store that sells used, you know. So I went to it, and the guy, you know, I love how men, you know, sometimes think, oh, I'm gonna bamboozle this woman, and you know, I was like, nah, wrong woman. So, and he's like, oh, this is, and I obviously have to look for a specific size because I told you what happened last time. So I measured it. I don't have a measuring tape, but I got a yardstick. I'm an art teacher. So anyway, so I measured it, and I knew the dimensions, and I went to the store and I said, hey, look, this is what I'm looking for. He's like, oh, so you need something smaller? And I said, yeah. So he showed me, and what he showed me was like real messed up, like fucked up, you know. And he's like, oh, well, I can sell you this one, and it's and I knew it wasn't even a good brand. I never heard of this fucking brand. And he's like, I can leave it for you for like $600. And I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. It's like, and I said, and do you guys deliver? Oh yeah, for another $75. Oh, and do you have the hoses and all that? I was like, no, I don't. I said, well, that's another additional charge. I was like, you know what? I'm good. I have a budget, and you don't fit that budget. Like this place. Oh, well, let's what can we do? I said, no, I'm gonna go somewhere else and find another deal. So I go to a different place, and all I did was like refurbished like a washer and dryer nearby because I was already, and it was almost in a different town. I was gonna say, I think you guys know already where I live anyway. But anyway, so it was a town, 2 towns over, and so I found another location and I went. The guy was super nice. And he's like, no, I don't have anything that's gonna fit your budget or the size. Everything I have is big. I said, okay, well, thank you very much. And I was like, well, one more. Let me go one more. And there was one like 5 miles from the last location or the second location I went to. And I went, and it almost looked like a storage facility. You know, like people rent storage areas. And then I drive up to it, and I saw just parts, like washing machine parts. I was like, shit, this place only sells parts, not. And there was a really nice Hispanic man. I think he was a little bit special needs. And I asked him, I said, oh, excuse me, do you guys, I tried to speak English first. And he looked at me like, what? So then, you know, Duolingo. So I switched to Spanish. And he was really nice. I was like, oh, do you guys just fix them or do you guys sell them? I was like, no. And he showed me like this little tiny storefront on the side. And I was like, oh my God, these are perfect. And they're like Maytag. That's not a bad brand. And he's like, well, let me talk to the owner. I just fixed them. I said, okay. So he called the owner, and the guy's talking. He says, so give me the description. So, you know, I just step out because I don't want to listen to their conversation. And the older man, you know, comes out and says, oh, he says he'll give you both for this much. And that was like perfect. It was below my budget. And I said, and how much is he going to charge for the delivery? He's like, oh no, everything is included. I was like, okay. And he's like, oh, I need to purchase some hoses. Oh, no, 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 this includes everything, the hookup, the delivery. And I was like, yeah. So I said, okay, where do I pay? Who do I pay? And he's like, oh, I'll give you his card. So he gave me the guy's card, and I call him up. Oh, before I left, I said, oh, so when can you guys deliver it? And he's like, well, most likely tomorrow, because we already have everything booked. And I said, okay, I mean, I really would need it today, but that's okay. I didn't say that. That's my mind. And so the guy, I want to say the kid, because he looks so young, but I thought he was about like 23, 24. And he's like, I'm actually like 38. And I was like, holy shit, you look so young. He's like, yeah, I get that a lot. Anyway, not the old man who helped me, but the owner of the shop. So he called me up, and he's like, oh, when do you need it? I was like, the guy told me that you guys can bring it tomorrow. I understand it's late. It was like 3:30. And he's like, oh, no, no, no. I'll see if I can bring it to you guys today. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So he brought it over. He brought it over today, like maybe 3 or 2 hours after the conversation. I was so happy. So, my son already washed his clothes, and I have mine in. But some exciting news for today, I'll have clean clothes and I don't have to go to the laundromat to get it done. So that makes me happy. Oh man, anyway, shit. I thought it was going to be a short video. It's like 15 minutes, maybe longer. I don't know. Wait, hold on. I took my glasses off so I can't see. That's what happens when you're old. Oh shit, 17 minutes. All right. It's way past my bedtime. Way, 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 way past my bedtime. Okay. Good night, people. Hopefully tomorrow I am determined that it's going to be an excellent day. Tomorrow is going to be a phenomenal day. I'll keep you posted. All right? Today I took a picture like when I knew it was a Monday day. So I'm going to use that picture as the cover for this video because I just think it's funny. I should call it Monday picture. All right. Good night, people. Bye-bye.